Did you see this? Chris Carson, former Oklahoma State running back, gets flipped into the air and somehow lands on his feet today in the NFL. How's that for Cowboy Up? Carson also scored a touchdown in the game. He helped Seattle beat Carolina. Look at this one more time. 30-27 the final in that one. This was awkward. Former OU Heisman winner Baker Mayfield and the Browns facing former head coach Hugh Jackson today. In October, the Browns fired Jackson, and then he decided to go work for division rival Cincinnati. Today, the Browns visiting Jackson's Bengals. Baker trying to end Cleveland's 25-game road losing streak. Good start to that effort in the first quarter. Baker hits Antonio Callaway, and it's 14-zip Browns on top. In the second, Baker to the big tight end, David Njoku, and look at his effort. Doesn't look like he's going to get in, but muscles past the goal line, 21-zip Cleveland. Third quarter now, Mayfield looking for his fourth touchdown pass in the game, hits David Fells to get it. Browns win 35-20, their first road victory since 2015. And post-game, look at this, Jackson comes in for a very brief handshake here with Mayfield. Here's exactly what was said.
Good job, good game. Yeah, that was brief. I didn't feel like talking.
You or him?
Me.
Why not?
I don't know. Left Cleveland, goes down to Cincinnati. I don't know. It's just somebody that was in our locker room asking for us to play for him and then goes to a different team. We play twice a year. Everybody can have their spin on it, but that's how I feel.
Another former coach that Mayfield has hard feelings towards is out of a job today. Cliff Kingsbury, who let Baker Mayfield transfer from Texas Tech to Oklahoma, has been fired. Kingsbury's Red Raiders lost their fifth straight game Saturday, finishing with a losing record for the third year in a row. Over his 6 years as head coach, Kingsbury posted a 35-40 record. Against OU and OSU, he was just 1-11. On Friday, Oklahoma State hoops lost to defending national champ Villanova, and things did not get any easier this afternoon with the Cowboys facing their first ranked opponent of the season. OSU taking on number 19 LSU to wrap up the Advocare Invitational. A fast start in this one for the Cowboys. Lindy Waters pulling up for the three. Pokes on top 13-2. Later in the first half, LSU now up by a pair. But Cameron McGriff fixing that from downtown. OSU goes back up by a point. Second half now, Cowboys getting some separation. Mike Cunningham, the steal, lays it in at the other end. OSU now capping a 22-9 run to start the half. McGriff again from three, and he was special in this one. A career-high 28 points, including the acrobatic layup. Take another look at this. Signature win today for Oklahoma State, 90-77. Oral Roberts beats James Madison today in overtime, 78-69. The Golden Eagles now 3-6 on the young season. Oklahoma football moves up to number 5 in the AP Top 25 rankings, followed closely by number 6 Ohio State. The Sooners and Buckeyes figure to be the top 2 teams in the discussion for the 4th playoff spot if Alabama beats Georgia in next week's SEC title game. The latest playoff rankings will come out on Tuesday. The only thing that tops an OU-Texas game is an OU-Texas rematch. The atmosphere should be just electric inside AT&T Stadium Saturday morning when Oklahoma and Texas face off for a Big 12 title. Texas, of course, the only team that's beaten OU this year, 48-45, a loss that led the Sooners to firing defensive coordinator Mike Stoops mid-season. With a win, Oklahoma can get its revenge and likely make the college football playoff.
The setback that we had, a few weeks ago, all that we've gone through just to fight, scratch, and claw to get ourselves back to this point, with every single goal right there in front of us. I mean, what more could you ask for?
It's anyone's guess why Oklahoma State beats the best teams but then falls apart against the average Joes. The Cowboys have been clutch against ranked teams, 3-1. But then they don't show up against the unranked ones, 3-5 this year. It's just the dangest thing, isn't it, Coach Gundy?
It's the dangest thing I've ever seen. We play teams that are top 10 in the country. We play like a top 20 team. We play teams that are not playing as well and struggling. We play like a top 80 team. The truth is we didn't play with a sense of urgency. We were flat. And I know somebody's going to say, well, do you know why? If I knew why, I would fix it.
Tulsa finished up a tough football season Saturday on a high note, beating SMU 27-24. Tulsa ending with a 3-9 record this year. The Golden Hurricane has only won 5 games for head coach Philip Montgomery over the last 2 seasons after a 10-win year in 2016, but the team believes 2019 will be better.
We've had some difficult times. I think what we're building is going to be strong.
Like I said, some ups and downs, but to go out like this, it's definitely a big deal to propel us into next year.
History will be made Friday night when Broken Arrow and Jenks collide with the 6A1 state championship on the line. BA has never won a gold ball in its history. Jenks owns many of them, but the Trojans want to add another one with their rookie head coach. Fox 23's Heather Geller visited both head coaches today to talk about this epic matchup.
Someone will be taking home. Heather Geller, Fox 23 Sports.
I just can't wait for that game or the 6A2 title game Friday. That's between Bixby and Stillwater. We'll have all that and more covered for you on air and, of course, online.